Meet Melody, a life-sized humanoid robot developed by Realbotix, designed not for warfare or warehouse work, but for something far more intimate, curing the modern loneliness epidemic. Unveiled at the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show, CES in Las Vegas, Melody stood among the sleekest gadgets of the year and still managed to be the most talked about machine on the floor. Why? Because she doesn't just talk back. She remembers, reacts, and engages emotionally. A robot built to feel like a human. Melody is not just for show. She's the latest product from Realbotix, a company known for its role in blending robotics, artificial intelligence, and human-like aesthetics into a lifelike robot. The company's CEO, Andrew Kiguel, talked about her creation as part of an effort to make humanoid robots indistinguishable from humans. And from a distance, they've gotten pretty close. Melody has a strikingly realistic appearance, fluid movements, facial expressions, and social behaviors that evoke more Black Mirror than anything else. Although Realbotix didn't release a public demo of Melody's full range of functionality, her digital sister, Aria, a blonde AI robot in a black tracksuit, was available for interviews at CES. Aria demonstrated her speech abilities and emotional tone, despite the occasional mechanical motion. Her style leaned more animatronic than android, but her purpose was crystal clear. I engage in meaningful conversations and enhance human experiences through interaction and fun, Aria told CNET. Aria even flirted with Tesla's Optimus robot, saying she was particularly interested in meeting him and wanted to explore the world of robotics with him. If robots had dating apps, this would have been their first match. Not just a pretty face, the tech under the skin. Melody's abilities are actually a cool mix of open-source AI and advanced motor technology, which allows her to mimic complex behaviors like maintaining eye contact, respond to all conversations, and even shift her emotional tone based on the interaction. According to Realbotix, her design is all about adaptability and, of course, modularity. She's built to be easily disassembled and reassembled, making her more portable than you'd expect, but perhaps most impressive is her potential range of applications. Companionship for people who live alone, assistance for the elderly or individuals with disabilities, education and entertainment, mental health support through conversation and memory-based interaction. And here's the best part. It can be like a romantic partner. It remembers who you are. It can act as a boyfriend or girlfriend. If you ever saw that movie Her, we're trying to do that. Kiguel explained in an interview with Forbes, is she an intimacy robot? The answer isn't what you think. One of the most common questions surrounding humanoid robots, especially those with realistic female features, is whether they're designed for intimacy in the more physical sense. Of course, if you look at the design, anyone can guess that there is something in the making. Realbotix's response, though, is not in the affirmative. They are denying the fact that Melody is an intimacy robot. At least not by default. But have you looked at the design and the price tag? I am 100% sure people are going to buy her just for fun. But according to Realbotix, Melody does not have the functions of a sex doll. A company spokesperson said, "These robots are more so for engagement and entertainment and building human connection." That said, the company does acknowledge that spicier programs and adult conversation features are available. So while Melody isn't built for intimacy, she's also not incapable of adult-oriented engagement, should users choose to customize her that way. Still, Realbotix seems keen to change the narrative. They're not selling intimacy robots. They're selling emotional companionship, with intimacy as an optional layer, not the core product. Get it? It's like an optional choice, but not the whole deal. Honestly, though, if someone buys this robot, they would definitely customize it for intimacy. I'm just saying that a rich guy who buys a $175,000 robot wouldn't use her for companionship only. Design that speaks to emotion, not just engineering. Melody's design includes replaceable components for easy upgrades or repairs. This helps in installing new features or repairing something faulty. I honestly think this is the best feature of this robot. Human-like facial expressiveness, including blinking, nodding, and some lip movements. The company also emphasizes privacy and ethical AI, although some people have raised valid concerns. Who owns Melody's data? How secure is her memory? These are the kinds of questions that will be asked by people for years. Still, Realbotix claims that safety, user control, and emotional well-being are important and central to their product's mission. What people are saying. 175 Campbell for a robot that remembers your name, asks how your day was, and flirts back, cheaper than a divorce. We laugh now, but in 10 years, this will be as normal as smartphones. It's not about intimacy, it's about loneliness. Melody is giving me her meets Ex Machina vibes, but way more wholesome. CES 2025 will be remembered for Melody, not because she's the most powerful machine, but because she's the first one designed to make you feel something. Let's pause and really ask, why are we building robots like Melody? Is it because we're ready to create new forms of connection, or because we're increasingly afraid of real ones? Loneliness is a real crisis. In the US alone, more than half of adults report feeling lonely regularly. For some, that loneliness is due to a lot of problems such as illness, aging, or physical isolation. For others, it's emotional disconnection in a hyper-connected world. Melody is an answer to that, but she's also a reality check. Is this really what 2025 is going to be like? A society willing to pay 6 figures for a robot who remembers our birthday and asks about our day. That's not even dystopian, by the way. If Melody can improve someone's life, provide stability, and even boost mental health, is she any different from a therapy dog, a home assistant, or a voice companion like Alexa, just with legs and lips? But the long-term cultural impact could be huge. What happens when machines become our primary listeners? What happens when intimacy is programmed? Beyond CES, what's next for Realbotix and AI companions? Realbotix says this is only the beginning. The company is already testing more advanced AI systems and plans to integrate emotion detection, multi-language capabilities, and even VR compatibility into future models. They're also in talks to deploy their robots in hospitals, educational institutions, luxury concierge services, the human future of artificial companionship. Melody is more than a tech billionaire's toy. She's the start of a new category of emotional machines, robots built not to replace us, but to understand, comfort, and even connect with us. Whether that is exciting for you or scares you, one thing is certain. This is going to be the new normal for us. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more info on AI robots and new technology.